These are my top 5. No, my top 6 whiskeys of 2023 according to Doc Martinez of Old Fashioned Ways. Let's see what I have. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus, and today I'll give you my top 6 with a few honorable mentions. Before this year, I had not planned on doing any reviews. Then I decided I'd do a few reviews that I found interesting. But then that all changed. I still decided to do reviews on things I found interesting, but with a twist.
Casual elegance. Classic with a twist.
I was tired of seeing all these great reviews on all these great whiskeys and hearing how great they were, and it all ended there. So I decided to do reviews and share. So with all my reviews, I will give away samples. That is what I started to do and will continue to do in 2024. Let's get into my picks. These are the few rules I set. They have to be bottles I bought. No samples were considered. Also had to be available to the mass market, meaning no store picks or club picks. So I'm going to start with a few honorable mentions, and not all of them are going to fit those categories, and that's why they're in the honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof Rye Whiskey. Now, this one's 131.6 proof. If you ever see them at 130 and above, I recommend grabbing them. Very good pours, really like them. Grabbed a few bottles, I have a few here. Next is this Yellowstone Docks pick. I picked this one up recently in Colorado. The reason it doesn't make it because it's a very good pour and will probably beat out a few of the ones I have on my list, but it is a store pick. I really like this bottle, and not because it's called Docks pick. Next is this fun bottle, Conviction. Now this was picked by my buddies Ryan and AJ over at Those Bourbon Guys. I like this one. This one's very different. Honey kind of flavor.
I love you, honey.
Very good, just a different one. But once again, it's a pick, so it doesn't qualify. Next on my list is this one. Larceny C923. Good pour. You can see I've had a little bit of it, and I do like this one. Larceny to me runs a little bit hot, but I think it's overall a good pour. Last on my honorable mention list is this Old Dragon Bones Colibre. Now this is from Storytime. I really like a lot of their picks. I talk about them a lot because Shane over there is such a great guy. Does a lot of good picks. And this one was, 18-year-old rye. How can you go wrong with that? So these are my honorable mentions. So my first pick is going to be controversial. Why? Lots going on with this series here. My bottle's not what everybody else is picking. So that's going to be controversial with just that. But the other one is very controversial. So if you haven't guessed, I picked Elijah Craig, but mine's B523. My number 5. I just recently picked this up when I was in Colorado. First time I ever pay MSRP for one of these bad boys. Super excited. Popped it open. Great pour. What is it? Stag, formerly known as Stag Junior, and this is 22A. So Stag 22A. It's almost hard to go wrong with any Stag. So if you ever see a Stag on the shelf for a reasonable price, grab it. I have not been disappointed yet.
He never disappoints, does he?
I'm also planning really soon to go back to my Stag Infinity bottle, taste that for the first time. It's been sitting and aging there for a little bit. Well, not aging, but soaking and blending very well, and possibly do an old fashioned with that as well. Number 4 on my list. Well, I only grabbed one of these bottles, which is my favorite of the series right now, but honestly, anything from Still Austin, their Bottle and Bond series. This is the Still Austin High Rye Bottle and Bond series. Love it. It's part of my daily pours. As you can see, I do enjoy these bottles. So this one makes it for number 4 for me. My number 3. So my next bottle was a journey to get. I went on an adventure with my wife to get this one. If you watch my videos, I'm sure you've seen that, heard the story before. But not only was it an adventure and a great time with my wife, it was also my number 3. Maker's Mark Cellar Aged. Very good pour. Not done any blinds with this. I know when you do, it probably will rank pretty high for me. Number 2 on my list. Number 2 is one of those fun bottles that I discovered this year.
Where have you been in my life?
It took me a while to try it, even though I got it early on in the year, because I was trying to do a blind with this, right? So they're not very easy to come by. They are a little bit pricey, but oh my goodness, does this bottle have it where it needs to have it? Lots of flavor, good taste, good texture, checks off all the things I enjoy in a bourbon. So what is this bad boy?
What is it?
Nancy Fraile's Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. Mine is batch 201. If you saw that I did a blind recently, it wasn't that long ago, and look at how much we've gone down with this. Shared this with a lot of friends. Everybody's really enjoying it. Such a good pour. Now, don't forget, this came in first, right? But my second bottle, which is another one from Storytime, is also a great pour. I actually stopped drinking that one a little bit because I can possibly find another one of the Joseph Magnus, but I won't ever be able to get another one of those because they're done, they're gone. Now, last but not least, on my list,
And last but not least,
my number one, my favorite whiskey of 2023. Now, if you've watched me this year, you probably know what it is already. I've talked about it a lot. Multiple things with this. It is a Texas whiskey. It's my first hazmat. As you can see, I really enjoyed this bottle. It is gone. Garrison Brothers Cowboy 2023 Hazmat Edition. Great bottle, great pour, lots of flavors. Just so much goodness to this. I love this one. I finished this bottle only because my lovely daughter HRH Dominique got me another one, right? So I had like this much left in it. So once I got the new one, finished this one off.
Finished it.
Super excited, such a great pour. I think I'm just gonna keep this bottle. I don't even know what I don't keep bottles, and now I'm keeping this one for some weird reason. I don't know why.
Why would you do that?
If any of you out there are seeing this on the shelf, MSRP, and if you look at the bottle and it has a number 22 on it, please let me know. I'm hunting one of those bad boys down. I'm hoping to find one to have in my collection. I mean, my non-collection. So, what do you think of my picks? What am I missing? What would you choose out of these? What would you choose on your own? Do you think my Elijah Craig's controversial? Let me know. Tell me in the comments below. Also, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps. And if you don't mind, please share with a friend. For some reason, YouTube seems to love that. So I hope to continue doing fun and exciting reviews for everybody on stuff that we all want to know about and stuff that I want to share with you guys. So as I do my bottle hauls, you let me know what you want me to review from them, and we'll do that. My goal this year is to do a review and make an old fashioned out of it. After all, it's the old fashioned that started this whole thing. To our next journey, my friends, cheers.